Hello students. So today we study about the Welsh-Powell algorithm. In earlier lecture, what we studied, we start the graph coloring and see that what are the chromatic numbers. So now here in this lecture, we do the coloring of the graph, proper coloring of the graph. So that is, here we use one algorithm, that is Welsh-Powell algorithm. So what is that? Welsh-Powell graph coloring algorithm. In graph theory, vertex coloring is a way of labeling each individual vertex such that no two adjacent vertex have same color. But we need to find out the number of colors we need to satisfy the given condition. It is not desirable to have a large variety of colors or labels. So, we have an algorithm that is called the Welsh-Powell algorithm that gives the minimum colors which we need. This algorithm is also used to find the chromatic number of a graph. Why? Because how many colors we use, minimum colors we use to color the graph, that is the chromatic number. You know this? And this is an iterative greedy approach, Welsh-Powell algorithm. So now, what are the steps in Welsh-Powell algorithm? First one is find the degree of each vertex. You have a graph. So now, first of all, you have to find the degrees of each vertex. Second, list the vertex in order of descending degrees. So you have to arrange your degrees of vertex in the descending order. After that, we fix the color of the first vertex with one color, any color you can choose here, and move down the list and color all the vertices not connected to the colored vertex with the same color, right? I told you that if we have the adjacent vertices, so we can't use the same color. Now repeat step 4 on all unordered vertices with a new color in descending order of degrees until all the vertices are colored. So we have to do this process, repeat this process until we get all the vertices colored. And by starting with this highest degree, we make sure that the vertex with the highest number of conflicts can be taken care of as early as possible, right? So now let's take an example here. If we have this graph, so in this graph, how many vertices you have? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K. So total you have the 11 vertices are here, right? So by the Welsh-Powell algorithm, how can we color this graph? So first of all, in the Welsh-Powell algorithm, I told you that we have to arrange all vertices with the degree of vertices. So first we calculate the degree of each vertex one by one. So A, first of all, A vertex, what is the degree of A vertex? 2. B vertex degree is 2. C vertex degree is 1 because only one edge is going from this vertex. And the vertex D, how many vertex degree are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. So D vertex has 4 degree. E vertex has 2 degree. F vertex has 2 degree. G vertex 1, 2, 3 degree. H vertex 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 degree. I vertex has 1, 2, 3 degree, and G has the 3 degree, and K 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So K vertex has the 5 degree. So now first of all we find the degree of each vertex. After that, first we have to arrange these degrees in descending order, right? Means first we have to take the higher order degree. In case suppose you have the same degree, like that here we have H and K have the same degree 5, so you can choose any way. It's depend on you which you use, H or K, so you can choose any one from this. So if we choose like that, so what will be our order? So our order is, suppose we first take in H and K H. So now our descending order will be H, K, after that 4D, after that 3G, and 3 also we have IJ, and 2 degree is A, B, E, F, and 1 degree is C. So our the descending order degree order is like that: H, K, D, G, I, J, A, B, E, F, C. Clear? Now we color the graph. We start the coloring of the graph. This is our graph. So first of all we have the H. So H has the highest degree vertex here. So we color first one of this. So we use, suppose, first the red color. So H we do the red color. After that H we have K. Can we do here the K in red color? No. Why? Because this is related to H, means this is the we have the adjacent, H and K are adjacent vertices. So K don't color red because it is connected to H. Now after that D. After that K is D. We can color the red of D? Yes, we can do it. Why? Because this is not the adjacent vertices with H and D here. Right? After that G. So now G. We can read the G? No, because it is connected to H. After that G, I. We can read the I? No, because I is also connected to the H. After that J is also connected to H, so we can't read here. A is also, we can't give the red color of this because this is also connected to H. After B, we can read B? No, because B, we can't read the B because this is connected to D. Same color, right? Now E, we can read the E? Yes, because this is not connected to H and D. So we color the red E. F, no, we can't read F because F is connected to E. Now C, we can read the C? No, because C, we can't read the C because C connected to D. So like that you have to do the process and color the vertices. After that we have to ignore now which we have colored already. So here we colored our H, D, E. So we have to remove these vertices. So remaining out of these vertices we have the sequences K, G, I, J, A, B, F, C. Right? We have to arrange in this way our descending order. So K, G, I, J, A, B, F, C. Now we have to start with K. So we start here our the process with K. Suppose we use now the green color second one. So K color, this is green. After that K, G. We can green the G? No, because G is connected to K. Right? I, we can green the I? Yes, because this is not connected to K, so we can green the I. After that J, we can green the J? No, because this is connected to I and K both. A, we can green the A? Yes, we can give the color of A is green because this is not connected to I or K. Right? Now B, we can green the B? No, because this is connected to A. After that F, we can green the F? Yes, we can give the color green F because this is not connected to K. So we green the F. C, we can green the C? Yes, because this is also not connected to any green color vertex. So we color the green C. Right? Now this color is completed now. Next one, again we have to ignoring all these which has already colored. So remaining we have G, J, B. Now we color these vertices. So we use here, suppose now blue color. So first we use the G as a blue color. After that J, we can blue the J? Yes, because this is not connected to G, so we can blue the J. After that B, yeah, B, we already we can blue the G, because this is also not connected to G and J, so we color the B is blue. So now you can see that all vertices have the colors. All we get the all colored vertices. So our process is complete now, and the final figure is like that. So we can see that the using Wells-Powell algorithm, we can color the vertices only. How many colors we use here? 3. So if we use the three colors to use, we use the 3 colors to the vertices of any graph. So what is the chromatic number of this? So chromatic number of this graph is 3, because minimum 3 numbers we can use to color each vertices of the graph. So this is our the complete solution. So and you can also see that here I told you that if you have a triangle, so always or your triangle you have to use at least 3 colors, right? So here you have the uh, at least one triangle is here, so must be 3, means below 3 means less than 3 we can't use here the less than 3 colors to color each the vertex, right? So our chromatic number of this is 3, because we use here 3 colors to uh, each vertex to color the graph. Now I hope that it is clear that how to use the Wells-Powell algorithm by the degrees to descending orders and put the colors one by one. So now today's lecture is completed now. Thank you.